In today's video, I'm going to show you how I respond to escalating behavior in kids. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to explain what escalating really means, show real examples of escalated behavior, and walk you through exactly how to de-escalate a child in the moment, step by step. So you know what to do when behavior starts to spiral and how to calm things down fast without yelling. And if this video helps you understand escalating behavior or gives you something that you can use today, hit the like button so more parents can find it too. My name is Laura Moreno and I am a certified parent coach, the mom of 2 kids, Max and Tommy, and also the founder of the community Good Moms, a community where thousands of moms meet every week to talk about how to become better parents. And if you're interested in learning more about this community, this private community, click the link below. And because you're here, I also created a free course called How to Create a Calm House, which is basically how to create a beautiful life with your kids so that everything works as expected, not like a storm here, a tantrum there. So how to create this beautiful home. This is a free course and you can access here below. So just click below and enter your name and email and download the free course for you. But now let's go into how to de-escalate and how to actually I respond calmly before my kid explodes. So first of all, what does escalating mean, or what is escalating behavior? And that is basically when you start seeing signs of your child getting more and more upset and more upset and more upset, and there are different levels. You could be at level 1 where he's just grunting very softly, or level 10 where he's like throwing chairs out of the window. So you need to catch the behavior at the beginning to have the best chances to de-escalate. Now, what are some signs of escalating behavior or some warning signs? One of them in my house, for example, is grunting. When my son starts grunting, and actually my other son does it too now, I know that I have to go there and see what is happening, because if I don't do it, the escalation is going to continue until it becomes really hard to stop and it's a disaster. Now, what is this escalated behavior? So basically, escalated behavior is when a child cannot really act consciously, logically. They have lost control completely. And even at the end of the escalated behavior, when they calm down, they cannot sometimes even remember what they did because they lose control and they cannot calm themselves on their own. And they do things that are dangerous for them, for the people, and that have like really big consequences, like getting expelled from school. So you want to de-escalate as much as you can, as earlier as you can. Okay, so how do you de-escalate a child? And this is the key of this video. First of all, 1, you calm yourself down. That's step number 1. Always, you have to regulate yourself. Breathe, lie down on the floor, do whatever you want and I say lie down on the floor because I've done it with my kids. I will lie down and breathe, and my kids will be like, "What are you doing, Mom?" It's like, I'm calming down. So how do you de-escalate this child? First of all, you calm yourself down and you ask the question, is it me, is it him, or is it both of us? And if it's you, the person that is escalated or a little bit agitated, you need to look for help, or you need to do the de-escalation later. But basically, 1, calm yourself down. Step number 2 is you need to identify the problem. Your child has faced a problem that he cannot solve on his own, and this is why he is escalating. And if you don't solve that problem, or you don't help him find a solution for that problem soon, or you at least don't identify the problem, it's going to escalate. So how do you identify this problem? First of all, you observe, what was he doing? What triggered him? What is he doing repeatedly that cannot get to do? Like, observe the child very closely. Pay deep attention to the child. Then try things. Like, it looks like the Hot Wheels is not working. It looks like the video game stopped too early. It looks like, try many things. It looks like there's no mango yogurt left in the fridge. Try many things until something clicks. And when it clicks, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. It's like Indiana Jones looking for a treasure. You will see it because his eyes will look at you and it's like, yes, and then he will start throwing all the information that he had and all the upset that he has, like, yes, it's so unfair and blah 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 blah. And that's a great thing you've done, because now you've started the de-escalation process and it looks like you're not going to have this big explosion today. That is the hardest thing to do. Identify the problem, but once you identify the problem, everything is so much easier. So again, it may take many takes to find that problem. What I will say is Also, don't ignore the child. Sometimes what I've done is I would just like do other things. I'll believe he will calm down on his own. And by the time I get there, it's too late. He's too escalated now. It's too hard now to de-escalate him, okay? So it may take many times. Don't ignore your child and keep on trying things until you will notice when it works. The third thing that you have to do is you need to find a solution together. You need to identify the problem and then find a solution together. Okay, it looks like there's no more pancakes left. Would you like to have a waffle? Do you want me to buy extra pancakes next time? Usually you need to find a solution at the moment. And for trying to find the solutions, you can ask him, it's like, listen, do you have any solution in mind that we can try? And most likely he will say, no, you tell me, because they cannot talk because they are so upset. No, you tell me. So you start giving ideas and then you start saying like, well, how about this? How about that? Also, by the way, if you want to give me ideas, please go ahead. And then at some point he will say, not this, but mom, what about if we do this? Jackpot again. Because not only you're helping him find a solution, but he's also building his strength, in his brain. He's building these skills that he needs to build to de-escalate on himself in the future, by himself in the future. So jackpot again. Now you encourage him. Amazing, that's a great idea. I love that idea. Positive reinforcement. And then you help him implement it, okay? And the other thing that you do is when he's more calmed down, like in an hour, 2 hours, you go back to him and you say something like, it looks like this happened. What can we do in the future? For the future, can you think about something that we could do in the future so this doesn't happen again? So again, plan for the future. So that is how you de-escalate an escalated behavior from your child. So now let me give you some examples. I'm going to give you one example of a de-escalating behavior that didn't go well. So help didn't get on time and it was an explosion. So what happened is my son was in playgroup and he started grunting because someone broke the rules. It was not so much the rules. The rules were not clearly defined, and he got upset because another kid said that was the rule. It was not the rule. He was already escalating because he was losing the game that he was playing. So he started grunting. And at this point, he's in a playgroup. So I'm outside and I'm listening to this, but I cannot access him, which is very, very tough. And he starts grunting and I'm like praying to myself, like, I hope they know what they're doing. I hope they know how to help him, because I'm trying to get in the playgroup, but the door is locked. So I cannot go. So for the next 5 minutes, the grunting goes more and more and more and more. And the people at this place, they are trying different things, but it is not working, because what they are not doing is they are not identifying the original problem. What is the problem? What was the trigger? So they keep on trying to, and then they get a little bit physical. They try to push him around. They don't give him space. So 20 minutes go in, my kid is absolutely explosive. He is totally escalated. He is hitting, doesn't want to move. For 20 minutes, he's like shouting. All the parents are looking at me. Oh my God, whatever, So that is an escalated behavior example that didn't go well. Okay, what would I have done in this case? So what you should do in this case? In this case, if your child starts grunting, and the grunting for you may be something else, okay? You go to him and you observe what's happening. You look around. What is happening? Is the other brother is there? A friend is there? What happened? You need to figure out what was the problem, what happened. And then now you start looking for ideas. In this case was like he didn't win, and then someone threw the toy on and the rules broke. And the problem in this situation is that kids usually cannot tell you, because they are so escalated that they cannot tell you what happened. So you need to figure it out. So in this case, I will go around. Is it because you lost the race? He will be more escalated. It's because of this. It's because of that. And then maybe I look at a friend. It's like, I threw this in the bin, and you took it out. It's because someone threw this on the bin. Yeah, and they broke the rules, and there were no rules. And then they start getting information out. And that is jackpot again. That is great information. And then you start asking, oh, it looks like the rules were not set. Yes, the rules were not set. And you will see that within 5 minutes, he's going to start de-escalating. But again, you're going back to the rules were not set. Oh, okay. So it looks like the rules were not set. So let's find a solution. So if the rules were not set, well, this game didn't work. So you didn't lose because the rules were not set, or this didn't happen, right? Exactly. And then you will see down. What you can do for the future. You can all, for example, you plan for the future. So it seems like before you got upset because the rules, blah, blah, blah. What can we do? Oh, maybe mom, we can always have rule sets in advance. Perfect. So this is how an escalating behavior works and how I respond calmly before he explodes. I'm really good at this because I've done it many, many times, but this is a very difficult skills for many people and for many moms, and that's that go to the shouting, why are you doing this? And that escalates the kids more. So I hope this was helpful. Subscribe, leave me a comment below. And before you go, let me tell you that I created this beautiful community of moms, cool, good moms. We meet every week. We talk in Zoom every week about parenting, coaching advice, about questions that we had with our kids. And we also have a private Facebook group. And also we have like a course on how to set up rules for your kids, how to for behaviors, for like nutrition. So we have all this incredible community and resources for moms, a really great sisterhood of moms that are trying to do their best to raise their kids. So click the information below to join, click in the link, see what's included, and then look at the price. It's 75% off for life. It's really, really good because I only wish my mom had access to this information when I was little. So if you're interested in joining, which I know you will because you want to hear more about this, enter your name and email and payment information, and within 1 minute you'll get an email from me with a link to the private Facebook group, the link to the weekly calls, as well as the link to the courses and resources for you. And I'll see you there. You're going to become such a better mom, such an incredible mom. Your kids are going to love you. Everything at home is going to be calm. And this is the best investment you will ever make. And don't tell me this is just another Facebook group, because it is not. Because when you pay for something, when you commit to something, the community is a really quality community that is excited and committed to adding value to all the moms in this community. So join below and I'll see you there. Talk to you soon.